Hey, it's Rory with searchandchow.com, and today I'm at the brand new first Realme launch of 2020, and it is the Realme 5i as well as the Realme Buds Air. Here's everything you need to know about it. So we'll start with the Realme 5i. This is their new sort of mid-range entry-level device. And it is like, I don't know, the fourth iteration of the Realme 5 device already. So what's new with this? So well, up front you get a 6.5-inch HD Plus display with a tiny little notch at the top that houses your selfie camera. Inside, it is powered by a Snapdragon 665 AIE processor that's mated to 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. What's cool about this is that it also has a 5000 mAh battery, so you should get some pretty good battery life, but it does charge via micro USB. That being said, since it's an affordable device, you still get to keep your 3.5mm headphone jack, which is always a win. Around back, you're getting a quad camera setup with an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, a 48-megapixel main wide-angle camera, you get a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and you also get a 2-megapixel macro camera. Also new is this back design. So this color is called forest green, but it also comes in a blue that's called aqua blue, and they both come with this kind of like nail file consistency. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like basically a whole bunch of really slim lines, and the benefit of that is that it makes it really hard for fingerprints to get stuck. So if you're someone who hates like fingerprints on the back of the phone, this could be a pretty good option. Also around back is a fingerprint scanner, which is like, it's useful. I prefer it to the side, but you know, you may have wanted an in-display one instead. That being said, with the new back design, this definitely feels like plastic, but then again, it is a affordable smartphone, so I guess this isn't too surprising. However, since the plastic is not like glossy, it doesn't really have that premium feel, you know, so it feels its price, which is, I mean, not a bad thing, but you know, not something that is like very impressive either. Still, most of the people who will be buying this smartphone, I don't think they would care so much about the build, because as far as specs go, it is a pretty decent device. So this Realme 5i retails for 599 ringgit. That's just under 600 bucks, and it's 200 ringgit less than the previous Realme 5 variant, which is the Realme 5S. So for the 200 bucks extra on the Realme 5S, you get a slightly better camera and you get 128 gigs of storage instead. Everything else though is pretty much identical. So like I said, the Realme 5i is priced at 599 ringgit, and if you want to pick one up for yourself, it will be available in stores from the 18th of January onwards. But if you want to buy this online, then you'll have to wait for the 28th of January, because that's when it goes on sale on Lazada. But yeah, that's about it for the smartphone. Let's move on to the earbuds. These little guys. So the Realme Buds Air, as you can tell, looks a lot like a pair of AirPods, and honestly, like, it's pretty obvious what design inspired this. Even the stems itself, they look like AirPods. So much like the AirPods, these are Realme's first true wireless pair of like in-ear headphones, but they're not completely in-ear like the traditional, like the Sumbat kind. This is like more like AirPods, where they just kind of sit halfway in your ear. So if people have like trouble fitting those in-ear kinds that go all the way in, this might be a good alternative. So obviously when you put them on, the design is pretty iconic, but what surprised me was actually the case. So a lot of like AirPods lookalikes that I've seen, the case is actually something that feels pretty cheap, but this one actually has a very nice sort of mechanism to it, and it feels robust and pretty nice to hold. It's also really small, but I think it's slightly fatter than the AirPods case, but I believe it does have a slightly smaller footprint. Besides that though, the Realme Buds Air also have a couple of nifty features. So they have 12mm drivers with a dynamic bass boost option to give you more low end, which is pretty crucial for the kind of in-ear headphones that don't go all the way in your ears, because you don't get that full bass sound otherwise. I haven't actually listened to these just yet, so maybe stay tuned for first impressions. But yeah, something else that's really nice about this is the fact that it supports charging via USB Type-C and also wireless charging, I believe up to 10 watts, as long as it's on the Qi standard. On top of that, it also has Realme's own R1 chip, which enables something called environment noise cancelling, which isn't really to cancel the noise that's going into your ear from the outside, but it's more to cancel out the noise so that the mics pick up your voice a little better. So it's more like a mic noise cancelling thing than a playback noise cancelling thing. But yeah, that's about it for the Realme Buds Air. It looks like a pretty interesting option, and especially when you consider the fact that these will retail for 299 ringgit a piece. But if you buy it on the first day sale, which will take place on the 21st of January, they will be available for 199 ringgit, but you can only buy them on Shopee. So yeah, pretty attractive price point for both the smartphone and the headphones. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about these brand new devices. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think these are a good option for you if you want like the Android version of AirPods? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of these products too, so be sure to do that down below. In the meantime, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the notification bell icon. You can also follow us on Facebook, but our home will always be at soyachinchow.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!